So, sparks were flying tonight at the conclusion of the Rays-Yankees game in New York, all starting over the Yankees throwing at a couple of Rays batters. The benches ended up clearing after the final out was made against the Rays, and the Yankees won the game. In the very first inning, Masahiro Tanaka threw a pitch that ended up hitting the Rays' Joey Wendell. But the incident that really pushed things over the top was Aroldis Chapman coming in the top of the ninth inning to close the game out and throwing a 101-mile-per-hour fastball behind the head of Rays utility man Mike Brosso, I think is how you pronounce that. But even on the Yankees postgame show, I don't know the guy's name, but one of the commentators on there ended up saying that he agreed that the first ball that was thrown at Joey Wendell by Masahiro Tanaka was intentional, but it was done the right way, so there really shouldn't be an issue with that. But when you throw at a guy's head, it's a different story. And former Yankee, now Rays manager Kevin Cash, in the post-game conference had a lot to say. I mean, you don't blame him. He has to defend his guys. He said they hit Joey Wendell intentionally in the first inning. It was clear as day. Chapman comes in. He throws 3 different balls up and in. I get it. They don't like the ball up and in. I don't really understand who he's talking about. If he's talking about the Yankees, like, if the Rays threw up and in and that's what caused all this, I didn't end up watching this game. I was watching the Phillies game because I am a Phillies fan. I was following this on Twitter. So, well, this happened really right at the conclusion of both games because they both started at 7. But Cash added on, they don't like the ball up and in, but enough's enough. We're talking about a 100-mile-an-hour fastball over a young man's head. It makes no sense. It's poor judgment, coaching, and it's just poor teaching what they're doing and what they're allowing to do. The chirping from the dugout. And Cash ended up wrapping up his post-game speech on this whole issue by saying someone's got to be held accountable. And the last thing I'll say on it is I got a whole damn stable full of guys that throw 98 miles per hour. So something crazy might be in store for tomorrow's game. Kevin Kiermaier was also interviewed during the post-game Zoom call with the media, and he said that Phil Nevin was the instigator, which doesn't surprise me in the slightest. That guy is a hothead. We've played games against him. The Phillies have played games against him, and he got thrown out of a game against the Phillies for arguing balls and strikes while he was at third base. I think he was in the third base coach's box. He could have been in the dugout at the time. I don't really remember, but Kevin Kiermaier's quote on it during the post-game press conference was chirping once again. Phil Nevin just always being that guy. That's all I'm going to say on that. Like I said before, we don't like them. They don't like us. Chapman, after the game, declined to make himself available according to one of his representatives, I believe it was. It could have been a team spokesperson. Either way, he was not going to comment on this. Tomorrow's game during these two is going to be something you should probably watch. It starts at 7 o'clock. This is the last time these two are going to meet up all season. During the regular season, they could probably meet up during the playoffs, but I'll definitely be watching this at the same time I'm watching the Phillies on my laptop. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it. Definitely something crazy. You shouldn't be throwing at guys' heads regardless of what happened. But that's all I have for this one. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, peace.